back to another episode of Sipping on That. Sipping on That. And I am your host today, Nicole. How has everyone week been? I hope everyone been blessed and highly favored. This been a year, but we're going to stay encouraged and we're going to keep moving forward. I think a lot of all this might be over after November. So we're going to get into the Sipping That today. And we're going to start off talking about allegedly Donald Trump, Spencer, Blake, and Tucker Carlson, and David Duke. We all know that David Duke, the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, came out and endorsed Donald Trump today. And he not only endorsed Donald Trump, because him and Spencer always did endorse Donald Trump. So that's not a factor. That is facts. But he came out today and also said who Donald Trump running mate should be for vice president. Get this, y'all. He want Tucker Carlson. Did y'all hear that? Tucker Carlson. David Duke allegedly is telling Donald Trump who to pick for vice president, allegedly. And everybody's listening. We all know who the cues are coming from. Take heed of that, people. That's why we're putting it out there. That's not even including that Tucker Carlson top writer Blake resigned. Do everyone know why he resigned? Yes, I understand all y'all watches the news and everything, but hey, it need to be said. He resigned because of the racist things that he says. The things that he was doing to women and saying. And this, Tucker Carlson, he is not exempt neither. He say all kind of racist things on Fox News, but now he say he's going fishing. I just want to put that out there. And former Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard David Duke is telling Donald Trump who his running mate is, and Spencer also endorsed him. And then he had a nerve enough to tell 45 that he won't be impeached. Proof. He would be allegedly impeached. Proofed. Wow. This is the world we live in. They say make America great again. Oh, by the way, they all use that slogan. Make America great again. America great again. When was America great? But hey, that's what they say. I guess America was great when it was slavery. I don't know when it was great. But that's what David Duke and Donald Trump says. Make America great again. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. And we're going to sip on that. Sip on that. And another top topic that has been coming into my inbox and news feeds, and also on my Gmail, also on my Facebook, a high demand of Will Smith, August Ostina, and JADA Pickett. So I'm sorry, guys, I have to talk about it. High demands. So we're going to talk about the entanglement. Yes. I went on, turned on the radio. They talking about entanglements. I turned on the TV. They talking about entanglements. I'm like, Jada, you got everybody singing and talking about entanglements now? But okay, we do know this is old news. We're going to put that out there. This is old news. I guess that August just came out with his new album, CD, and he talked about a little snippet in his song. And now everything is just bursting out of control because one of the top bloggers, her name is Tasha K, she spoke of this a whole year and a half ago. And she bought it all out a year and a half ago. Yes, she did. Matter of fact, the entanglement goes with allegedly Lisa Ray. She done said her piece about it. What is Gina's name off of Martin? Tisha Campbell or Tisha Martin? I think that's her name. Excuse me if I said the wrong name. I think her name is Tisha Martin. Her husband had a little to do with that. Allegedly, they were saying that Lisa Ray's husband, Will Smith, and Dewan Martin, entanglements, okay? And August Alsina, he's this guy from New Orleans, and he had a pill dope problem that he came into Jada and them house through her kids, Jaden. And Jada Pickett was supposed to have been helping him get off of drugs. Now, we all know that at one time, allegedly, that her mother was on drugs before, so she knows about these types of things. And she probably knows how to help people in these type of situations. So she helped August Alsina on his addiction to drugs. And at the time of him in the house, they had an entanglement affair. Will got on the Red Table Talk. They both got on to the Red Table Talk. And he said no matter what, he's sticking by his wife, that they was in a rocky spot a couple of years ago and they thought that they was getting a divorce. And she admitted that she had an affair or some time with this guy. And it lasted for a little while. So we're going to say the day passed, went past the day. Hey, that's the only way you could put it. The day passed, went past a few months. Yeah. So anyway, on with the story. After Will and Jada got back together, he stopped all contact with Jada. He said if they're going to work on their marriage, he's going to back up. And we all know Will was out there doing his own thing too. Again, Tasha K allegedly broke that story too of the woman who was with Will. Now, we're going to fast forward today because that actually happened 4 to 5 years ago. And we're actually going to fast forward the story for today. And if these people are working on their marriage, let them be. These people been together over 20 years. You're going to have problems in your marriage. Far as him knowing about the affair, I do not know. He said he talked to August Alsina, and August said he talked to Will. So if that's the case, why is it big news right now? I'm just saying people gonna go through stuff with their marriage. And let me tell you something. I admire Will and Jada that they can have an open communication in their marriage. Let me tell y'all something. Couples cannot talk in their marriage. When couples talk in their marriage, somebody gonna get offended. Somebody gonna feel like, they've been put down. Somebody's gonna feel like they can't talk to their mate. Somebody gonna feel like they're entitled. And guess what? for Will and Jada to have the type of marriage that they have, where they could sit down and talk about anything and even come back after an affair. You know what? We not perfect. Everybody's sin. So if that man had forgiveness in his heart, or that woman had forgiveness in her heart to forgive her husband in their life partnership, because that's what they said they have, a life partnership. And when we come to the part and the terms that a marriage is a life partnership, it ain't what we think that a marriage should be. Because your spouse is not going to be in your head and who you dreamed that your spouse was supposed to be. And your wife is not going to be this dream woman that you trying to mold your woman and mold your wife into be, because she's not a sculpture. You can't sculpture and mold your wife into who you think your wife supposed to be. So for Will and Jada to come together and can talk about and sit down and come back together, who knows what other entanglements they was in. Let them people be. Let them people be happy. You know. Let them bring it back to the red table talk. You know. Let's find out some little more things about Will and Martin and that Dwayne Martin and the king from Lisa Ray. Now, let's find out about more of that entanglement. Let's talk about that. Allegedly, you know. But yeah. August Alsina said what he had to say. He had his feelings involved, because Jada said a lot of people feelings is involved in that. So they done got their truth out. They done got it out in the open. Maybe they didn't talk about it because that's people's personal life. And they don't have to tell who they slept with to nobody. Just because they got money doesn't mean they have to tell everything to other people who they sleep with. I'm sorry. And I'm admire again Will and Jada. Over 20 years can go through things in their marriage and still come out on top, loving each other, and can actually open up their mouth and talk about infidelities, can talk about adulteries, can talk about entanglements, can talk about other people who they done slept with each other and still married with kids. I mean, you can't get no better than that in a marriage. So anybody else who can come behind that or in front of that, you let me know and still be married, because a lot of people gonna say their opinions. A lot of people like mine. Mine is just an opinion. Mine is just allegedly. But hey, keep on rocking, Will and Jada. We're watching. Because guess what? Beyonce and Jay-Z ain't gonna talk about their marriage like that. She just gonna put it in a song. You ain't gonna see them coming out openly talking and discussing. So it's glad we could see somebody who's in a marriage who went through something, who went through something, who going through something, and can put it together and still be a strong foundation as African American people with their children. We need to see more of that. We need to see strong foundations. And if them people don't have no problem with coming back together after the wife that slept with someone else and could talk about it, we need to butt out and mind our own business. And this is Sipping on That. Sipping on That. Thank you. I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed all the letters, all the calls, all the comments, all the inboxes. And that was some things that I guess needed to be talked about. And that is my stand on it. And y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy your week.